really just wanted to grasp the concept of just bringing convenience to people 4 or 5 years ago. So when my lady was pregnant, right, I didn't know nothing about nothing. Like 4 or 5, 6 years ago, I didn't know how to really, other than taking a spare tire off, I didn't really know much about nothing. And we needed a fuel pump in our car. Everybody's booked. Everybody's busy. It's around the holidays, or they're charging upwards, just because they know that they're busy.
Mm-hmm.
And all I had was a flathead screwdriver and probably about $300, which is just about what I needed for a fuel pump. And so, it was kind of struggling at that point in time. And so with her, a flathead and a screwdriver, we ended up getting it out at some point. And so I was thinking to myself, like, who else, has that problem? Who else doesn't know what they're doing? Who else is busy or, say they're having issues with scheduling availability like that? And I also remember a point in time in history, there were a lot more service stations.
Mm-hmm.
You could come up, get your gas, get your serpentine belt pulled off, oil change, et cetera. And so I was like, I want to bring all of that, and plus education. Granted, there's some things I'm not doing on my back. But the whole premise of it was to bring like hand tools, convenience, kind of show people that they can do it. Because I always offer people to come out, hang outside. I'm doing this in your driveway, so why not?
Mm-hmm.
That sort of stuff. And that's pretty much the basis off of what it started on. Convenience.
Wow, that is pretty awesome. So you were like, I don't know how to get this fuel pump out, and I can't afford it.
Some
you know
YouTube
what? I'm
videos.
about to look at this YouTube video and see what's up.
Yeah, and so after that, when we got it in, I felt like that was kind of, I would say, a calling in per se. Because even times prior to that, I flooded my car. Different car, but I had flooded it trying to go to a party I had no business going to, and obviously it didn't
we're
start.
Gonna leave that for a different story.
Wanted to jump on it, backed off. Never mind. Go ahead, E.
I watched my grandpa bring it back to life. Basically, he was firing water out of the pistons, and I thought to myself, "There's no way that this car is going to start." And he took everything apart, put everything back together, did it like twice, probably about 3 or 4 oil changes later, and it, boom. And so for me, that was kind of like my first flick of the domino. I was like, okay, I'm going to go to school for this. I'm getting a career in this. Let me grab a degree. I need a certification. And then one thing led to another. And then I was like, okay, now I'm doing this full-fledged. We're here now.
So it went from, I don't know what to do with this fuel pump. We struggling. I'm going to make it happen with this flathead screwdriver. To Papa's out in the driveway. I'm watching him work on this car. Wow, there's something that's igniting in me.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to school.
Yeah.
Get a certification.
Yeah.
And how long was that process?
They actually, at Butler is where I went to go get my auto tech. They actually condensed a 2-year program into 1 year. So it really was only like just 12 months, just constantly going out to El Dorado 5 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that was kind of a stress because, I'm staying here. So that's 45 minutes there, 45 minutes back. But yeah, I was doing that 5 days a week, and I didn't have any money to go to like UTI.
Mm-hmm.
They made you travel, going out to Dallas or somewhere like that. And I didn't have that money. So
yeah. But isn't that amazing that we have the tools right here in our backyard?
Yeah.
At Butler County offering such an amazing service, condensed it down to a year, allowed you to get the education that was necessary to start your own business.
Yeah.
Now, once you got the education,
mm-hmm.
you were like, okay, now I want to bring this convenience to people.
Yeah.
So what was that next step? You've never written a business plan. You never,
No. And that's kind of like where my father comes in, with the business plan and steps like that. But when I was leaving school, I was like, I need to do something with this.
Mm-hmm.
But what does it look like? And so the beginning process of it was kind of just buying a bunch of stuff that I thought I might need or think I might need in the future, or I did know I need. And it was just scrambling a big 1,000-piece puzzle. And the pieces are, across the room. And of course, I'm trying to gather them and figure out, okay, how are they going here? Where are they going now? And eventually, but stuff started falling in line. I just knew I needed to get out there. I needed to find my first person, get my, those nervousness out the way, get a little shaky because I'm like, how do I ask somebody for money? And I actually ran into an employee at AutoZone on the east side off 13th and Oliver. Said, man, I really need a transmission pan gasket. I need an oil change. I need a new filter. And I'm like, it'd be my first time, but what do you think? And he gave me a shot, and it went successful. And I would say from that very first service, and then everything that happened up prior to that point, I was like, this has to be happening for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've just decided at that moment right there, I was like, okay, regardless of whatever happens, whether it's bad, I go broke, whether I have a bad day, whatever, this is where I'm headed. So I just strapped on my shoes and I just kept walking one foot in front of the other.